Ever wondered what the worst states to visit in the USA are in 2024? Well, we're about to reveal the ones that just didn't make the cut. Our choices are based on a variety of factors, from the worthiness of tourist attractions to the quality of life, and even the overall safety. It's a countdown you might not want, but it's one that might just save you from a less than stellar vacation. So, without further ado, let's dive into our countdown. Rhode Island kicks off our list. Don't let its size fool you. This tiny state is home to some of the country's highest taxes and living costs, making it a tough place to visit on a budget. Couple that with its unpredictable weather and notorious traffic congestion, and you've got a recipe for a less than ideal getaway. So, while it might boast beautiful coastlines and historic charm, it certainly has its challenges. Rhode Island, the smallest state, packs a punch when it comes to undesirable factors. At number 13, we have Mississippi. A state known for its history, Mississippi seems to be stuck in the past. The state's infrastructure is lacking, making travel difficult, and attractions are sparse compared to other states. While the southern hospitality can be charming, the lack of modern amenities and high crime rates in certain areas can be off-putting. The state's slow economic growth also impacts the quality of tourist facilities. Mississippi, unfortunately, has more cons than pros for tourists in 2024. New Jersey takes the 12th spot. Known as the Garden State, New Jersey has its share of charms. However, it has also garnered a less than stellar reputation for its traffic congestion, high cost of living, and pollution. The state's industrial complex often overshadows its picturesque shorelines and lush forests. And let's not forget the biting winters that can put a damper on your travel plans. With these factors in mind, New Jersey may not be your first choice for a vacation in 2024. Next up is Alabama. Known for its rich history and southern hospitality, it might surprise some to find Alabama on this list. However, in recent years, a lack of investment in infrastructure and tourism has led to a decline in its appeal. The state's once vibrant music scene is dwindling, and its famed barbecue joints are losing their luster. Even the warm weather can't compensate for these shortcomings. Simply put, Alabama's charm seems to be fading in 2024. Halfway through at number 10, we find Arkansas. Often overlooked, this southern state struggles to compete with its more popular neighbors. The lack of prominent tourist attractions and a bustling city life leaves visitors wanting more. The state's economy, heavily reliant on agriculture, also doesn't offer much in terms of job opportunities for those seeking to relocate. Add to that the sweltering heat and humidity during summer, and it's easy to see why Arkansas has made it onto our list. Arkansas, a state that's failing to impress. Nevada, surprisingly, is our number 9. A state once synonymous with glitz, glamour and gambling has lost some of its luster in recent years. The decrease in tourism has been stark. The once bustling Las Vegas Strip is now a shadow of its former self, with many of its iconic casinos struggling to keep their doors open. This decline has been exacerbated by a surge in online gambling, which has made the physical journey to Nevada less appealing. Moreover, Nevada's natural beauty, from the arid expanses of the Mojave Desert to the stunning vistas at Lake Tahoe, has been overshadowed by increasingly harsh weather patterns. With temperatures soaring well above 100 degrees in the summer, even the most adventurous of outdoor enthusiasts are thinking twice. Lastly, the state's economy, heavily dependent on tourism, has been hit hard. The lack of diversity in the economy has left Nevada struggling to reinvent itself. Nevada, once a hot spot, now a not spot. Illinois takes our number 8 position. Now, don't get us wrong, the Prairie State has its charms. However, in 2024, it's not quite living up to its potential. The state is plagued with a myriad of issues, primarily economic. High taxes and cost of living have been a constant deterrent for visitors. Plus, the state's financial woes have led to cuts in essential services, which in turn affects the overall quality of life. Illinois is also grappling with crime, particularly in certain areas of Chicago. While it's not all doom and gloom, and there are certainly pockets of the state that are thriving, these issues have a significant impact on the overall appeal of Illinois as a tourist destination. One cannot ignore the state's rich history, the iconic Chicago skyline, or the charm of small-town Illinois. But the negatives currently outweigh the positives. Illinois, sadly, doesn't make the cut in 2024. Oklahoma secures the 7th spot. Now, you might be wondering why. Well, let's dive right in. Oklahoma, known as the Sooner State, may have a rich history and culture, but it has been facing significant challenges in recent years. It's grappling with high crime rates, particularly in cities like Tulsa and Oklahoma City. While the state officials are working hard to tackle this issue, it's a problem that's not going to disappear overnight. Moreover, Oklahoma's weather can be quite extreme. The state is situated right in the heart of Tornado Alley, and its residents are no strangers to severe weather conditions. From tornadoes to hailstorms and extreme heat, the unpredictable weather can be a significant deterrent for visitors. Lastly, the state's educational system has been struggling. School funding and teacher pay have been contentious issues for years, leading to teacher walkouts and protests. In conclusion, while it has its charms, Oklahoma is a state you might want to skip in 2024. Moving on to number 6, we have Kentucky. Known for its bluegrass, bourbon and horse racing, it's surprising to find Kentucky on this list. However, recent shortcomings in the areas of education and healthcare have made it less appealing for visitors. The high crime rates in some parts, coupled with a lack of tourist attractions, add to its less than stellar reputation. Despite its rich cultural heritage, the state struggles with economic issues and rising living costs. Kentucky, unfortunately, isn't living up to its bluegrass reputation. North Dakota is our number 5. This state, once known for its wide-open spaces and rural charm, has experienced a steady decline in recent years. Tourism has dropped significantly, largely due to a lack of innovation and investment in the sector. Furthermore, the state's natural beauty has been overshadowed by more popular destinations. And let's not forget the harsh winters that make it an unfavorable choice for many. It's a place that, unfortunately, seems to be moving backwards rather than forwards. North Dakota, a state that's lost its shine. Indiana lands at number 4. The Hoosier State, renowned for its basketball and cornfields, has seen better days. With a sharp increase in unemployment rates, an economic downturn and escalating cost of living, Indiana's appeal has significantly diminished. The state's once vibrant cities now struggle with issues of urban decay. Moreover, the quality of life has been rated below average due to a surge in crime rates. It's an unfortunate turn of events for this Midwestern state. Indiana, not the ideal place to be in 2024. At number 3, we find Kansas. Known for its flatness and lack of diversity in landscape, Kansas has earned its spot on our list. The state's lack of tourist attractions and cultural hotspots can make for a rather dull visit. Furthermore, the unpredictable weather, ranging from blistering heat to freezing cold, adds another layer of discomfort. The state's economy, heavily reliant on agriculture, doesn't offer much for the adventurous traveler either. Kansas, a state you might want to avoid in your travel plans. Next up, the runner-up for the least desirable state is Iowa. Now, there's a lot to love about the Hawkeye state, but it's got its downsides too. The bitterly cold winters can be brutal and the summers can be equally extreme. And while it's a major producer of corn and pigs, its economy lacks diversity. Plus, let's not forget the limited entertainment options, especially in the rural areas, so while it's not the worst, it's far from ideal. Iowa, the silver medalist of undesirable states in 2024. And finally, the crown for the least desirable state to visit goes to Nebraska. Now, don't get us wrong, Nebraska isn't all bad. The Cornhusker State, as it's affectionately known, boasts an array of farming and agricultural activities that might appeal to some. However, it's the lack of diverse attractions that put Nebraska at the top of our list. Yes, Nebraska has a rich history, and the locals are some of the most genuine folks around, but the state is often seen as a drive-through destination rather than a stop-and-explore one. The wide-open plains and endless cornfields, while charming to some degree, don't quite offer the excitement or adventure that most travelers seek. Moreover, the state's severe weather conditions, particularly in the winter months, can be quite off-putting. The bone-chilling cold and relentless snowfalls make it a less than ideal travel destination. Nebraska, the state you might want to cross off your travel list in 2024. So, That's our countdown of the 14 least desirable states to visit in the USA in 2024. We've journeyed from Rhode Island to Nebraska, highlighting the challenges and shortcomings each state currently faces. But remember, these rankings are subjective and based on specific criteria. Views may vary, and there's always a chance for improvement. Remember, every state has its charm, but these were the ones that just didn't make the cut this year. Safe travels wherever you decide to go.